the Bryson clip. So a lot of people were chatting about this. Bryson in his interview afterwards. We could play it. I sent it to Mr. Alex Bush, but Bryson kind of spoke about what the entire day was like with him and Rory. So let's just hear this from Bryson, and we kind of react to it.
When you're trying to win a major championship, especially out here, Sunday of Augusta, the Masters, you have to just do it and get the job done and do it right. There were times where it looked like he had full control, and times where I was like, well, what's going on? So it kind of looked like one of my rounds, actually.
Did you speak to him in there? How's he doing? Do you know?
No idea. Didn't talk to me once all day.
What was the atmosphere like at everything?
Electric. I loved it, but he was just like, just being focused, I guess. So it's not me, though.
Just on 15, when you're 3 back, thinking eagle possibly, what's going through your mind there?
Trying to hit the green up close. I was on a side slope. I got to work on side slopes with my irons. Felt really uncomfortable on side slope, and then I go stuff one on the next hole. It's just the side slopes not being comfortable, and there's a lot to take away from this week, a lot to learn, a lot to be proud of, a lot to be pissed about. But I've learned a lot, and I'm ready to take the challenge on again.
Did you try and initiate conversation with Rory at all?
He wouldn't talk to me.
Okay.
What an interesting
demeanor.
What an interesting guy. I was thinking the same thing, Frankie.
Yeah.
I don't know if he knows what he's trying to do. Like the part where he said like something, then he goes, "It's not me. It's not me." Like is he saying
that ain't me?
That ain't me. That to me is like a guy who's like, no, I like to interact. I like to whoop it up. I like to be out there interacting with everybody, including the people I'm playing with. But I don't believe him. I don't believe him whatsoever. He can put on that face as much as he wants. I just don't really believe it.
My takeaway with all that part of it is just that, like, Bryson has always been a weird dude. And just because he's really, really popular doesn't make him not weird anymore. Like, you could still be crazy popular. You could still have this YouTube channel that people love. You could be more relatable than you've ever been. You could be a man of the people going out there with the U.S. Open trophy after you're victorious. He went to Pinehurst on Monday and showed up and dedicated this plaque and re-hit the shot. He was signing stuff with everybody right after 12 hours after absolute heartbreak at the Masters and clearly being pissed off with the way that he played. So you could do all that and still just be a weird dude, So I don't know that a certain fake, I think, is a little bit strong, but is it like purely genuine? I don't believe it is. And when he slides that little comment in there, like you said, where he's like, "That's not me," where he's just comparing it, is such a weird move. Now, I do think he, the clip wasn't as bad as everyone was kind of making out to be in terms of like dogging on Rory, because he did begin that, which didn't get showed in the clip, where he said, he's like, "I wanted to cry for him on 13. He was like talking about kind of like witnessing when he kind of realized he was probably out of it, witnessing Rory trying to get over the hurdle and what that was like for him to witness it. And he was very compassionate sort of towards Rory. There's the famous story from 2019 that Tony Finau told about walking down the 7th fairway with Tiger and talking to him for the first time, saying, "Hey, Tiger, how are your kids?" And Tiger looked at him and just said, "They're good," and then didn't say another word to him the entire day. And we all looked at that clip as like Tiger Woods, Savage, Terminator, Darth Vader. Yeah. And then, this is trying to get painted in some circles like Rory was a dickhead for not talking to Bryson, which it's literally the exact same thing that Tiger did. So I could not possibly have cared. I didn't expect Rory to talk to Bryson. I don't expect it. Rory's trying to get through his own demons. He said in all of his interviews since, he's like, "I was so nervous all morning. I was so nervous on the first hole. I got a little bit more comfortable after the first hole because I made the double and was like, oh, all right, like that's about as bad as it gets, so whatever." But he's so nervous. He's got all the weight of the world. He's doing the Bob Rotella thing. He's writing inspirational quotes in his yardage book. He doesn't need to be talking to Bryson DeChambeau. He's out there trying to get his shit done. And so then it just becomes kind of a conversation about, like, what do we think about what Bryson had to say? I did think, like, I never seen Bryson. He got a pretty good chuckle out of the gaggle there when he made the comment about, "Oh, it looked like one of my rounds." Thought that was actually like a genuine little line that Bryson delivered there. So it was a weird little clip there from Bryson. That's kind of why I wanted to play it. But to me, it's also like he's just always been a weird dude, man.
Yeah, it just felt like to me and I could be thinking too much into it, but Bryson knew that he was going to get asked about what the interactions were like with Rory out there. And I think he, in his mind, was like, I can use this as an opportunity to be like, he didn't talk to me all day. I'm not that guy. I like being out there and talking to the guys and talking to the fans and just sort of positioning himself in the way that he sort of has over the last 2 years or so, where he puts out all these YouTube videos. He shares the US Open trophy with everybody. He high fives every single person he sees. But like you're saying, Riggs, he's still the guy that we've known forever. And I know we've dogged him in the past, but like at a certain point, he is who he is. And when he tries to change it and position himself like he's wearing a leather jacket, smoking a cigarette, it doesn't work. And that was really what I took from it. And as far as Rory not talking to him, I totally agree with the Tiger part. Like, bro, this guy's trying to get the monkey off his back. Like, this is the biggest tournament of his life. It's the biggest round of his life. He just wants to focus on what he's doing. And for Bryson to try to turn that into like, that ain't me, was very, very weird.
Yeah, I mean, why do we care who talks to who? Like, that's the weirdest thing ever. In any sport, would they ever say, like, the guy didn't talk to me? It's so bizarre. What do you want him to say? I mean, he's going out to try and win the Masters, the biggest thing ever. The fact that they don't talk makes it so much more meaningful to us as viewers. But it's like these guys are competitors. They're trying to beat each other. It's me versus you. I'm not asking you, how's your house doing? You're still hitting over it. Like, what are they going to talk about? Yeah, and it seems just, I don't know, like, not fabricated, but
performative.
Yeah,
it was a little performative.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I mean, everything that he's done since he's been in like the good graces of the public has been performative and kind of thought out and planned. You're allowed to like change your personality and you're allowed to like change the way that people see you. I mean, he's just had a nice kind of comeback. I've been a fan of Bryson since he's done all this stuff. I watch his YouTube videos. I think he's been great. He's great with all of the YouTube collaborators. I think that he's great for the game. It's just, when he has little comments like this, like you said, it's like you're not smoking a cigarette leaning up against a fucking Hollywood set. Like, it's like you don't need to be this serious about like doing the whole like, he was doing weird shit with his mouth. It's just like, it's not that serious, man.